Hi everyone, this is Grace, and I wanted to come on here and share with you my Etsy haul from Perry and Maddie. So happy Friday, everyone. And I still am a little bit congested as well as coughing. So if in the middle of the video I cough, please excuse me. Anyway, let me quickly share with you what I purchased. And you guys know Perry and Maddie still have their ships free code if you make a purchase $100 or over. And so you guys know with 2018, I made more of a commitment to be a little bit better with how much I spend on fun, crafty items. And so I told myself, and we'll see how long I stay with this commitment, but I told myself I'm only allowed to make one purchase in January from Perry and Maddie's shop, one purchase in February for Perry and Maddie's shop, and, do that. So hopefully I'll be able to shop in March and April. You guys get the idea, right? But this was certainly my way of limiting myself. And I don't know, you guys have been with me through enough hauls. You're probably wondering, what's her limit? And I think I've hit my limits. So I'm being definitely much more selective. And so this actual shipment took me a really long time. I think I had this cart open for about 3 weeks. And as I wait, certain items would get sold out, and then I would lose my free shipping code. So I'd have to go back into the store and check out and see if there were other items I could replace. And does that make sense? Anyway, let me share with you some of the items that I received, and hopefully you guys can take advantage of some of their great deals. If you do end up going to Perry and Maddie's shop, I don't get any, like incentive or anything like that, but just let them know Gracie21 sent you, just so that they are aware that YouTube is a really powerful social media marketing tool for them. So anyway, here we go. So they have these Faber-Castell artist pens, and it's a brush nib, and I thought that this would be interesting, especially as I make more of an attempt to use my alcohol markers. I thought that this would be really great to do the skin color complexions, so pick this one up. This was $6.99, and if you guys find that something that you want is now no longer in stock, I would recommend contacting Perry and Maddie. They're really good about trying to supply our requests. One of the things that I had asked was, can you get some wooden house mouse stamps? And Perry and Maddie were really great. They replied saying, we'll do the best that we can. And they weren't able to find the wooden stamps, but you'll see in their inventory now that they are carrying some house mouse stamps. And the house mouse stamps are one of the cheapest that I've seen online. So you may want to check that out. For those of you who are my house mouse people who want to add to your collection as well. Now this was from Dough Crafts. And I think Dough Crafts are the same people or the same company that does the Santoro London stuff, I think. But anyway, I just thought that these were really cute, very classic, and I like that little nameplate. I hope the glare's not too bad, you guys. Anyway, this was $2.99 each, and I thought that this was really nice. This one says, I believe, yep, this one says with love, and then whoops, and then this one says, what do you say? Special day. So not much of a wine drinker, but I just thought that these were really cute. So pick that up for $2.99. And then some of you are like, hey, don't you already have this? I do, or I thought I did. And then as I went through my stash, I must have given my my stamp set to someone as a Happy Meal present. So you guys know I don't use them until I'm ready to use them. And so a lot of these are brand new. I need to craft definitely a lot more. But they had this for $3.99, and I thought this was a great deal. So pick this up. Isn't this great? Not a cupcake, but a little ice cream cone. Yum! And then I give credit to Art of Life by Sheila for the Prima purchases, because if you guys check out her channel, and I'll try to remember to link her channel down below, but She does amazing, amazing coloring tutorials with these Prima dolls. And so I was inspired by her and picked up this cling stamp, Aubrey, and she was $5.99. They had a few others, but I didn't like the pictures as much, so I just picked up these three. This is Coco, again, $5.99. And then this, isn't this so cute, this little fairy? And this is Angelica, again, $5.99. I believe they still have this in their stock. And then I picked these up from Artsy because I liked the scroll die here. And look at all these cute little things. Anyway, so I love this Live Life, and then Thanks for Everything. Anyway, so picked this one up, $3.99. And again, it says here, compatible with Sizzix, Cuttlebug, and Spellbinders. And then I just love the little font here, and I did want to get one of these tag dies, and so picked this up again for $3.99. And then this was $3.99, and in all honesty, I couldn't remember if I had purchased this or if it was one of those things that I hemmed and hawed and never, purchased, but they're so cute. You make my world happy. There is no one like you. What's new? What's up? And they're just fuzzy little things, and so picked this up. And you guys know I have this thing for mushrooms. Not only are they tasty, but they're really cute, right? I used to always think of mushrooms as cupcakes. They kind of look like cupcakes, don't they? Anyways, so picked this up for $3.99. Thought that this would just be a great, all occasion stamp set to have. And then this is the Tim Holtz collection, and these are smaller, as you guys can see, in comparison to my thumb and stuff, but love just all the vintage. So the violin here, I'm assuming it's a violin and not a viola. Violin, the Eiffel Tower. I love globes and hot air balloons, and look at the little birds and old cars. I have and then this typewriter, old typewriter. This would be a dream to own, would it not, for those of us who like antique typewriters? I have a collection, actually. You guys know the newer cars, eventually they end up with my little nephew because he loves cars, and anytime my mother sends something, I always feel compelled to include a little, car treat for him. So I usually include like a Hot Wheels car in there for him, but I do have a small collection of the really old vintage cars like this. So I think one of the ones that I have is the Pierce Arrow. One is a Model, I think A instead of a Model T, and I only have a few of those, but no one gets those. I've told my nephew, and he's not really interested in old cars, thankfully, but anyway, it always reminds me of, that particular collection anytime I see these cars. All right, continuing on, Tim Holtz. So I love the sentiments here, and I just thought it was really pretty, especially this: imagination is more important than knowledge. For while knowledge defines all we currently know and understand, imagination leads us to all we might yet discover and create. And so I just thought it was really great. This, I believe, was like $4.99. And then picked this one up because I don't have this particular one, and it is the Time to Celebrate #1. And so picked this up for $3.99. And then I loved the Cuttlebug embossing folder, and I thought that this would be really great for Christmas, the little Christmas tree, or the pine tree, whatever. So I think this was $2.99, and it is the 5x7 embossing folder, which I thought was great. And then this is just simply beautiful. Is this not? I mean, it's like this lace embossing folder, and I think it's called Heather's Lace, and this was $2.99. Now, some of you guys may have seen my D-stash from Crafty Bean, Tina here, and I had purchased the tree, and so thankfully Perry and Maddie had the corresponding die, so picked this up, and I think this was $4.99, so picked that one up. This is Stampendous. Now, I was a little surprised by this, because you guys know I picked this one up from Tina's D-stash, and what I had initially ordered was the die set like this, but in the cat. So thankfully they still have it, so I can, reorder it. But, and I did contemplate letting Perry and Maddie know, hey, you guys sent the wrong one, but I don't know. I mean, they do such a great job of sending extras and rock bottom prices and such that I'm just not even going to bother. And their mistake is your gain because I'm going to put this up as a little giveaway. So stay tuned for that, you guys. And I'll explain that in just a moment. So for my March, I'm hoping that the die set will still be available. I will order that. Anyway, I'll put that aside because I want to explain something as a heads up. And then this, I did get the Roald Dolls lettering. I think this was $5.99, a little pricier than I, would have liked, but still pretty good price. So I picked that one up. And you guys are seeing the graphic 45, right? So let me see if I can, hold on. All right, so let me see if I can do this in under 2 minutes. They sent me, again, all these lovely extra goodies. And you guys know they don't have to, but it's such a great thing to receive. So I particularly love this, Kang Company. They're acetate frames. And I was actually thinking there's 10 of these. As the spring term is about to start, I'm looking at the challenges that I had committed to doing, and I was like, okay, I better hurry up and do them. So I thought that this would be nice to kind of frame. So we'll see how I incorporate this or if I incorporate it. And then they sent me 111 pieces ephemera pack. And then this is a cute little layering tag. And then they left this cute little note in the back of their business card, which made me chuckle. And then this again is the value pack. I think this is 7 Gypsies. So 50-piece ephemera pack. So anyway, let me share with you now what's underneath all this. All right, so I know that a bunch of us have been lamenting the fact that graphic 45 is just really hard to come by, especially online and such. And then imagine my shock as I was going through trying to close out this February cart. And then I noticed that their graphic 45 loose paper, and this I think is supposed to be about 210 sheets. I mean, look at this. They had all of these for $19.99, and I kind of did a mental math, and I thought, you know what, if it's about 210, divide that by what, 25 or so, and we're looking at like 8 packs of those 25, and each of those usually are like $3.99 at Tuesday morning, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is such a great steal. So one of the things that they included were the Time to Flourish collection. I mean, it's so beautiful, you guys. It's so pretty. And I think it was Deb who said that the Time to Flourish was her absolute favorite, and I can now see why. And then I can't do this very well, but aren't these cute? Can you imagine cutting these out?